Hello and welcome to the LTL YouTube channel with myself Max and our good friend Lex here, who's joining us for today's video. Now stop what you're doing if you are a VPN user or living in China, because this is very relevant information for you. We have discovered two very popular VPNs, two of the most popular on the market, that are no longer working in China. So to find out which two they are and your best alternatives, stay tuned because we've got you covered. Okay, so we're going to cut straight to the chase here. The two VPNs that aren't working are NordVPN and, probably most surprisingly, widely regarded as the #1 VPN on the entire world market, and actually one that I used to use in China all the time, ExpressVPN. That's right, NordVPN and ExpressVPN. It's been reported amongst numbers and numbers of users throughout China that these two VPNs are now not working. So if you are going to China soon, or you're taking a language course with us here at LTL and coming to China, you will need to make sure that you download a VPN, but not one of these two. ExpressVPN and NordVPN are no longer working. Instead, we highly recommend you use Astrill VPN. Now this is one that most of the team members at LTL use, including myself. Astrill has always remained the most reliable of all the VPNs. Now, it's obviously worth noting that with VPNs, things can change all the time. So what is true today may not be tomorrow. So do check the publication date of this video. That will tell you everything you need to know. If you're watching this video 2 years into the future, then I'm sorry, but this may well be a different story. So make sure that the publication date is not too far from when you're watching, because that is imperative with information like VPNs. It's very fast moving. So aside from the slightly more expensive Astrill VPN, there are three other options we'd like to recommend to you today. Now you can ultimately then compare and contrast these four VPNs, or even find your own one as well if you prefer to do so. Drop us a comment below if you are currently in China and using a VPN. We'd love to know which one you're using, which ones you've had trouble with, and which ones you quite like. So the first one we're going to recommend, aside from Astrill, is called Let's VPN. Now Let's VPN is really easy to use, it's cheap, and you can actually scan a QR code on the website which will take you straight through to the download on your phone, and then you can get going straight away. So Let's VPN is one that we know is working right now. The second VPN we know is much more reliable in China at this moment in time is called PureVPN. Now PureVPN is good for those of you on a budget as well, because they always have a number of offers. So when you go through to the website, I recommend you just hover on the website for, let's say, 30 seconds or a minute. And you know you normally get those pop-ups on a website that really irritate and bug us. Well, in this instance, I recommend you hang around for that pop-up, because it will likely offer you a very large discount. So at the moment, at this very on this very day, there is an 81% discount. Now, of course, the offers typically go on throughout the year and these will change. So just keep an eye on them. But typically it's cheap and it's also very easy to use as well, PureVPN. The third one that we know that works quite well, and actually also have staff members using this VPN, is called Cat VPN. So all these three options offer free and paid ones, and you can check the description where there will be links to all of these, including Astrill, and then you can compare and contrast your favorite one. And just make sure, please, for the love of God, please make sure you download these before you come to China, because let me tell you from experience, it's not so easy when you get to China. I had to deal with it myself. I also had to help out many students at our Beijing school sort their VPN problems out because they didn't download them before coming. It will make your lives and also ours infinitely easier if you do so. I also mentioned there was some free VPN options. Now, it's worth knowing beforehand that free VPNs obviously will provide potentially a lesser quality, slower speeds, less servers to use. So if streaming or phoning your family or perhaps watching YouTube and stuff like that is important to you, I would immediately recommend that you avoid free ones and go straight through to the paid ones, because they will offer you a much better quality service. However, if you just need a VPN every so often, maybe to just check your WhatsApp or just check in with what's going on, perhaps on Facebook or something like this, then perhaps a free VPN is fine for you. Now, there's a number you can use. There's one that I really recommend that I've been using for a long time now, called Atlas. Atlas is a great option which offers free and paid, but I've discovered that their free version is probably better than all the other ones I've used, just because the service is a bit better, there's a few more servers, the speed is better. So I would recommend Atlas as your free VPN, but if you want to move to a paid version, then they're not one of the more expensive ones. I think you can sign up to Atlas for less than £50 for 1 year, so it's certainly one of the cheaper ones, but depending on what you want to do, of course, there are free and paid options. So, very quick video today. It's just to give you an update, because more and more people are now coming to China, and that's because that China is now fully open to tourists. If you didn't know already, earlier in 2023, this was revealed. They're now allowing all visas now to resume to China. So it's basically pre-pandemic levels. There's no need for any COVID testings or vaccinations or anything like that. You can enter China right now. You just need to get your visa. And we're finding students are doing that in their droves. So whilst our Taiwan school is very popular at the moment, our China schools are now becoming popular. And that means lots of questions about VPNs, which brought on the idea for this video. So we hope it's useful. Quick summary, remember, Astrill is the #1 paid VPN that we really like. And then as other options, there's Let's VPN, PureVPN and Cat VPN, with Atlas VPN, free or paid, but it's our favorite free option out of all of those. Thanks for watching, and we will update you with more in the future. And don't forget, if you've got questions, drop them in the comments below. From Lex and myself, we'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.